At 10 News Weather Authority from the JES Weather Center.
Good evening, friends. It's been a pretty stormy afternoon, and we still have a couple of warnings in effect. A severe thunderstorm warning still remains until 5:45 for portions of Halifax and moving on into Mecklenburg counties. This is moving about 35 miles an hour to the east, and we're seeing heavy rainfall, winds gusting about 60 miles an hour and up to quarter-sized hail with this cell. So please stay weather aware in these portions. Again, we did see that just canceled for Halifax, moving further on into Mecklenburg counties. Rest of us still dry. We did have this line move through earlier in the afternoon, about 2:45 as this passed through our area. This is now more so into central Virginia and stretching all the way in Lynchburg zone and south side. It's a nasty line of storms, some wind damage in its wake, and a couple of power outages resulting. We did have a couple of warnings. They have since expired, and we are likely staying dry for the remainder of the evening hours once this line exits the area, barring just a few very isolated storms. Rainfall totals, you'll notice where this line, the exact easterly track of these line of showers and storms. Pulaski receiving about just over a ½ inch, the same for here in Roanoke. NRV in general, about 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch. Lesser as it moves further on to the south side and in the Lynchburg zone. Still waiting on those totals as we continue to see those showers making their way through the area. But any way you cut it, we got a good amount of rainfall in a pretty short amount of time. And we have rain-cooled temperatures already in effect across our viewing area. In Roanoke, 66 degrees, Pulaski 69, Hot Springs 62, Alta Vista 64, and 82 in South Boston. Still waiting on that latest data to see what we're looking at in that temperature drop from those active storms right now. Turning our attention to the tropics, we are keeping a very close eye on this area of interest in the eastern Atlantic. This has been updated from the National Hurricane Center, a 90% chance of development within the next week, 60% chance of development within the next 2 days. As this continues to make its westerly track, we will have to keep a pretty close eye on this development that will likely become a tropical system within the next couple of days, especially into midweek looking at this development. But a little bit closer to home, our local weather makers have packed a punch tonight with those showers and storms. This is all caused by a cold front that will eventually get a little bit closer to us as we head into the overnight hours. This model is suggesting that we will have a little bit more rainfall to contend with this evening, but I do think that we are looking mostly dry as we head into the evening hours. By 10 o'clock, we are totally dry and this cold front passes through our area. Friday, we will be very dry as we are in between two different systems. We do have another lurking cold front that will head our way as we move into the day on Saturday. So Friday, perfect day if you have any outdoor plans. This is the day that we get a little bit of a break from those rain showers before they do resume on Saturday. Speaking of Saturday, we do have a severe risk, a marginal risk for portions of the NRV, Roanoke Valley, Southside, and Lynchburg into the next couple of days. Tonight, we are back in the 50s and 60s for our low temperatures, and our 7-day forecast puts us back in the 80s for the next couple of days. And you can tell Lindsay and Rachel when that next cold front comes through Saturday into Sunday, a nearly 10-degree drop in hot temperatures.